Get
Try to,
started. Go
let
ahead,
me see if
Brianna.
I can try to see if I can screen record for us. It won't. Let me
I'm
There
see.
you go.
recording on the
I was
You
screen.
are?
somebody
So, yep.
recorded. I
Perfect.
see the little
Perfect.
record button.
Okay, awesome. Oh, I do see it right there in the corner. So, well, again, thank you guys so much for having me. My name is Brianna Nimox, a CEO, business service consultant for Nimox Business and Career Solutions. So before I actually jump into some of our missions, talking to you guys a little bit about the company, I want to share a little bit about who I am. So I am, again, the CEO of Nimox Business and Career Solutions. I have over a decade of experience in providing solutions to individuals who are at least looking to re-enter back into the workforce or local businesses who may need some assistance with either starting their business or maintaining their business. Some of my previous experience has been with working for Fortune 500 companies or local nonprofit agencies and for-profit companies who provide workforce services to individuals in the community. Over the past couple of years, I've dived into case management, business service consulting, as well as leadership roles within that field. From that experience, I've grown to learn that networking is one of the key components to a successful career, but also having a plan, having a vision, having a plan, making it plain, and literally setting steps to help you execute this plan. So that's how Nimox Business and Career Solutions came about. I decided that not only did I want to help large companies or um, big businesses, but I wanted to help small businesses with assisting them with their entrepreneurial goals. In addition to assisting businesses, I really want to tap into connecting with more professionals in the community who's either looking to transitioning into a new field or maybe excelling in their current field, but they just don't know how to do it. They don't know where to start. They don't know what resources to capture, and they really don't even know how to utilize the resources in their network that they currently have. So that's where my services come in at. I provide comprehensive services to, again, public and private sector businesses to help them eliminate the barriers associated with having a successful career or entrepreneurial journey. I provide human resources, and that entails strategic planning, research and development, employer relations, and facilitation. I also assist businesses with the basic business setup. Let's say you want to register your business, but you really don't know how to, where to go, and the difference between an LLC or sole proprietor or even a nonprofit. I will assist you with one, providing you with the background information on each of these different registrations, but also helping you register your business with utilizing the information that I provide to you based off of your decision, but also the information from the research that we've conducted as together. I also assist those businesses with getting their EIN registration through the IRS, and helping them get organized, doing some of the basic bookkeeping that needs to take place on onset when you're starting a business. I assist businesses with creating a bookkeeping binder, so that helps them keep track of their profit and loss right off bat, so that we are aware of, one, this is what I'm currently starting with, this is what I'm dishing out, and this is what I'm receiving right now at this moment. And even then, the way that I have the book set up, they'll be able to continue this on for at least 12 months for that tax period, for that fiscal year. The last portion of the basic business setup is the bookkeeping. My apologies, the organization within the facility. If an organization is already started, they're already up and running, but they just need some assistance, or they're starting their business off, but they haven't even put together the plan. They don't know where to start. Their papers, books, binders, notes from years of just conglomerating this idea scattered everywhere. I will help that professional create a vision to really, really begin implementing this business plan, or this new business model. The last service, or one of the other services that I provide, is career consulting. One of my greatest strengths is building rapport with people in the community on a humanistic level. I truly understand the process and what it takes to really develop in a professional career. I share with candidates a lot of times that I'm navigating through the field with various abilities sometimes can be an offset in certain areas. And I'll give you guys an example. A lot of times in the professional world, I, for example, have a master's in counseling. But because I did not obtain a license in counseling, there's been times that I've applied for opportunities that I know that I qualified for, but because they preferred someone with a license, I was rejected from those opportunities. And so, unfortunately, those opportunities, my apologies, fortunately, those opportunities helped me make my final decision as it relates to my career track. I also experienced getting into some trouble. I shared this with some youth yesterday throughout my career journey, and it impacted me in my work life. Unfortunately, during that time, I had did a crime, and when you do a crime, you go to jail. And so from that experience, now I have to check the box that says, have you committed a crime? And I always present my employers or partners or anyone who I'm connecting with something called an explanation letter. The explanation letter helps me explain before an employer even calls me back for an interview, my background. They're able to really see the human behind this mistake that was taking place many years ago or a couple of months ago or whenever it took place. So I utilize that explanation letter in my career journey to help me connect with employers, again, on a humanistic level. From that experience, I have gained about 4 to 5 different opportunities, job opportunities, career opportunities, all ranging from six figure to now owning my own business, simply because I experienced this thing on my own. But not only did I experience it, I got a lot of information from it that I turned into tools to help other people excel. So those are that is just a little bit about what I provide as it relates to the career service, career consulting. But in that, we also provide consulting sessions. I provide resources and referrals to individuals either looking to get into a particular field. So that's connecting them to networking opportunities. Sorry about that. That's connecting them to networking opportunities, or even following up with an employer for an endorsement for that candidate. I also assist them with creating a professional portfolio. I just shared with you guys that I personally had to add in a explanation letter to my professional portfolio to assist me with marketing my skills and abilities, but also taking away some of those barriers that are being presented to me throughout my field, throughout my career journey. So that's just one thing that I provide to them. The professional portfolio includes a resume, a cover letter, and or a explanation letter. Last but not least, for career consulting, I assist candidates with job searching and providing them with interviewing tips. So that is just some of the basic services that we provide with Nimox Business and Career Solutions. We also host a networking group every Thursday from 2 to 3 p.m. It is hosted via Meet on Google Meet. We have special guests that come in to chat with us about various topics in the community that would help them benefit as it relates to their career or entrepreneurial goals. Next week, we will be having an amazing company come in called Fairheart Advanced Interpreting. They will be talking about the importance of cultural competency. Our special guest will be coming in to really just share the importance of networking with the culturally competent eye. Going into certain fields, going into certain areas, you really want to make sure that you have strengths and abilities as it relates to communicating with people. Non-verbally, written, and orally are all components that go into effectively communicating. And so the guest speaker will be coming in again to just chat with us, have a discussion, share information, and all of us are going to exchange our contact information so that not only are we gathering this information, but we're receiving something that will help us follow up with this particular community partner. So those are just, again, some of the activities, some of the things that I provide with Nimox Business and Career Solutions. So again, thank you guys for letting me present. Do we have any questions, or anybody would like to chime in or share an idea or a thought as it relates to the importance of networking or business and career solutions as a whole?
I have a question related directly to your business. How do you package up and market your services? Is it a sliding scale? Do you pay for a package? Is it by the hour? How does that work?
Thank you. So that's actually a great question. It varies. However, I do have package deals right now for the human resources. Sorry about that. My phone needs to be charged, so it keeps giving me like a little alert. That starts off at $500, and that's just the starting, and that does not include every last one of the services as it relates to strategic planning, research and development, employer relations. All of those different services are comprehensive in themselves. So if someone is interested in all of those services in one, that will raise the rate for that particular package. But starting rate, it is about $500.
Okay.
For the basic business setup, that's $250. And again, that doesn't include all of the applying for the LLC, setting up the EIN, organizing, and the basic bookkeeping. That includes all of that. But let's say, for example, a business is already up and running. They technically already have their LLC and EIN, but they really need some assistance with getting that place organized, getting their bookkeeping together. I do have a sliding scale for that. I do have an hourly rate for that. So I am willing to negotiate. That's why I have asked for perspectives to just consult with me, schedule a free consultation so that we can really identify what services you need and we can create a package based off of that. Last but not least, the career consulting package also includes everything that I listed for $250, which again is the consulting session, and that's multiple consulting sessions outside from the traditional one which comes with each service. So you'll get a few consulting sessions so that not only am I assessing you, but I'm providing follow-up, and then at the end of our contract, I will be providing retention services as well, up to 6 months.
Melissa, do
Oh,
you have any questions?
I forgot to mention one other thing as
Go
well
ahead. Mhm.
regarding the resumes. So I do also have currently a $50 professional portfolio package going on. And that again, it will be a opportunity for me to either revise, review, update your current resume and create a cover letter for you or a professional explanation letter if need be. So I have a quick question for you, ladies, while I have your attention. What are some areas or what are some areas as it relates to your future businesses that you feel like you need to get some assistance with or may need to get some assistance with?
Well, for me, it's narrowing it down because I
Okay.
have a very general idea of what I want to do or where I want to go.
Okay.
But as far as like, first of all, knowing all the elements that go into it. So like, I want to sell shoes, but okay, you got to figure out, where the product's coming from. You got to figure out if there's any regulations and all of that stuff. Like, I'm sure there's more than just selling shoes. Um, and so
It
that's what,
is. Mhm.
yeah, I'm like, that's what I don't know. And then of course you don't know what you don't know. So I'm like, I'm not really even sure, if it's anything beyond that, that I need to know. So I don't know. But I'm like, I'm sure it's like stuff like that, like regulations and stuff, and like what is the EIN, and even the
Got it.
basics like that, and what is the why would I register with the IRS, and what does all of this
Right.
mean with the LLC, like all of that.
Basic information. Got it. So you would be starting
Yes.
at square at the beginning stages of just being a new business as a whole.
Yeah.
And so as you were talking, I was thinking about the research and development. That portion that I did not mention to you guys does include labor market research and information. So not only do I provide these partners or these potential contracts, I'm sorry, these potential professionals or local businesses with this information. But I'm actually providing you with statistics that comes directly from either DOL, which is the Department of Labor, or I can even get you, transportation information if that's the field that you're going into. You just mentioned retail. I can get you research and information as it relates to the different markets where you could potentially purchase your products from. Let's look into different vendors. Maybe you utilizing what you have now and starting with that on Amazon, even just the basic steps of getting you started. Those are just the information, the research that I would provide. During that, we will have statistics to go along with it. So that's always a great tool to have as well, because when you do start your business and you're developing your business plan, there's going to be a section, and I have one of my business plans here. There's going to be a section that asks you just about all of your marketing. How do you want to present your business? They're going to start asking about the funding that you need. They want to have a breakdown of how much these products cost, or how much does if you need furniture, they need to know that. Your basic business plan, you're going to need statistics to back you up. And there's a section in there that literally has majority of the statistics that pertain to your business in there. And so that's always a great tool to start with when you're conducting research, when you're developing your businesses, to find statistics that go along with your business, your service, or anything that has to relate to your business as a whole.
And then, so my other question was, so we create a package and we set up everything's already set up. If I need your services again for a different thing, so maybe now, I kind of hit a plateau in my business that we started together, and, now I need your help with something else. Do you offer like continued services like throughout, or anything like that?
Yes, I do. So say for instance, I provided you that service. I'll use the basic business setup as a whole. Let's say, for example, we did the basic business setup. We signed a contract for a month project, and we're working to get all of these things done within that month. Let's say we get everything done, but next month, which will be, let's say, October, you're interested in now actually developing your employer relations. You really want to start developing a team and bringing in people to come and help you effectively launch the business, start selling the merchandise, or whatever track you're on. I can assist you with that, but we would have to devise a new contract because it's a different service. But let's say we're still doing the basic setup, and let's say you did not receive the basic bookkeeping, but you got the assistance with the LLC and the EIN, and it's not the $250 because it obviously decreases once we take off a certain service. Let's say you want that service next month. That's fine. I wouldn't mind prorating that service in to continue the project for the next month. The only thing is you wouldn't have to repay you wouldn't have to pay that first portion of the fee, because I do have a miscellaneous fee. You will not have to pay the miscellaneous fee at all, because we were already have established a contract. We already are ongoing. I'm already providing you with services, so we wouldn't have to worry about having to retract and you pay that fee again. No. So that's a benefit in continuing services with me. That fee will be waived.
Okay.
Because it is per contract. Per project. My apologies. Did I answer your question?
Yeah, and I was wondering too, like with because I'm telling you, I'm in the very, very beginning. So even like I need help with like brainstorming and stuff like that, because I'm not really a creative type. So I don't even know what to call it, or you know what I'm saying? Nothing. Like I have literally nothing but the fact that, I want to start a business. So I'm like one of them people that's like, we ain't did nothing yet. Like that's how I'm beginning, So I'm like, I hope it's a package for that too. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, would that be
Yes.
part of the basic business setup? Like,
Yes.
just even trying to figure out a name that isn't already trademarked. I mean, all of that. That's where I'm at too. Like, okay, well, I
Yes.
need a name for the business, and
right, the
is
logo,
it a
the
Logo.
partnership?
Yes.
Is it a LLC? Do you need a ENI, a EIN for all of that? Like, I'm
right,
exactly there
the
myself.
definitions, the trade, like what does trademark mean? Like, you know
Hmm.
what I'm saying?
Got
Like,
you.
And then
very
like I
basic.
make diaper cakes. Do I have to um get my diaper cakes trademark, or can I just sell
Right.
them?
Got it.
Yeah,
Got it.
all those questions.
Mm-hmm.
So those are actually some great questions, and I'm glad you guys gave me some examples because I can definitely answer it a little bit better now. So yes, I provide consultation to everyone for every last one of the services that I provide. And so when I say consultation, that is the assessment portion of it. But another component to it, and this again is why I mentioned that we would have to create a package that's literally designed to you. That the helping you really conglomerate the plan, get the idea together, figure out what we want to call it, figure out if we need to register it as an LLC instead of a nonprofit. That all falls underneath the category of strategic planning.
Mm.
So that will be something I would take from the underneath the human resources category, transfer over to your potential packet, and then we can start conglomerating again. Apply for LLC, set up EIN when we need that. So, for
Mm-hmm.
example, let's say we're not even to the basic business setup stage yet. We're not even to that part just yet. We need to strategically plan and get some research done.
Mm.
That's where the human resources still comes in at, because those are the two packages. Those are the two services that will help us as a collective build your plan, start to really identify your strengths, what track or what direction you want to take. It also helps us. I got some additional notes right here. It also helps us with providing you with some internal assistance, and that may mean me sitting down with you, just picking your brain, figure out your color schemes. What do you like? What are you interested in? What is your purpose? Why did you even choose to, I'll say shoes. Why do you want to sell shoes out of all things in the world? Why do you want to sell diaper cakes out of all things in the world? Is there something that's attached to your purpose? Did you really identify your purpose? Or is this just a goal of yours because you want to have a business? Those are the types of things that does come along with the strategic planning. Go back to the top. I got some additional notes here really quickly I want to read to you guys for human resources, research and development, strategic planning for. So with strategic planning, this service actually includes program design and implementation, marketing planning and execution, revenue and customer growth, business etiquette, and labor market research information and trends, and last but not least, assessments. So that's, again, strategic planning. For the research and development, that service includes curriculum or program development. I assist particular businesses with onboarding and assisting them with the career pathways for either their staff or either themselves. I also assist with creating curriculums or designing programs for youth and young adults, intergenerational activities, individuals with frailties, and again, re-entry. So those are just some of the various, or restored citizens, but those are just some of the various areas that I do assist with as it relates to research and development and strategic planning.
So with the youth one, because my son wants to do like a blog thing,
Okay.
and I'm like, baby, I don't, I don't know the first thing, let alone the last, So I'm like,
Yeah.
would you be able to do like a family thing where you help me with one business and then help him do his whatever comes with that?
Yes. So I'm glad you even actually brought that up. So I am also the owner operator of Chico's House Youth Development Center, and we also provide workforce services to youth in the community. 2 weeks ago, I just facilitated a community workshop, and it was a work readiness workshop. I provided the youth with tips to actually start to develop their businesses and their professional portfolios so that they can becoming marketable as well in the community. I'm sure he has so many different skills and abilities to help him, really start to develop that plan now. And because he's already interested in it, I would definitely encourage him to conduct some research on starting a blog. The first thing he can do is go to Google and type in how to start a blog. And that is the
Right.
first step, and we can get him started as soon as possible. But that's definitely something that I would love to do. It would just be a split. It would be kind of a different track for you, for the family deal, specifically because that's a different program. When I work with the youth and the community versus with Nimox Business and Career Solutions, I work specifically with. Oh wait, you know what? You just helped me with something because I'm. You know why? Because I can still work with youth with Nimox Business Career Solutions. Look at me now. You done got me tongue tied. I might be able to. He can still come on in the program. I can still welcome him into our program, Chico's House, so that he can still get access to the programs that all of the youth get access to, because we have 3 different departments: workforce services, education, and recreation. So he has access to all of that. He would have access to all of that.
Does Chico's House offer networking sessions for the youth where they can maybe attend a workshop pertaining to becoming a business owner in the future, or is it only geared through the Nimox Business and Career Solutions?
That is a great question / suggestion. I'm gonna take that as a suggestion.
Hint, hint.
I actually do not have a networking group for the youth for that, but I attended one yesterday with an amazing company called Goodman Guild. And I spoke to the youth yesterday about this very topic we're talking about today. I literally had a 1-hour presentation talking to the youth, and it's a networking group just like this for the youth. And we literally come in as adults and professionals to just share our skills, abilities, our career journey with the youth. And I would love to, Bridget, actually connect you to them as well. And maybe, we'd be able to share that.
Diamond Guild. Oh my goodness.
Oh, you did awesome. Yes, that was a great experience.
So, yes.
Yeah. I was so pleased.
Afterwards,
there we go.
For sure.
The kids were extremely excited, guys. They were asking so many great questions. And actually, a lot of the information that I'm sharing with you today, I literally share the same things with the youth. It's the same. We have the basic skills or some of the things that we learned when we were kids. I was hearing on the call with you guys when I first came on the call, and you guys were talking about activities that you used to do in the community when you were kids, just finding something to do. That's how I am with workforce services with the youth. I really want them to utilize what they have now and monetize off of that. You can cut grass, or you've been cutting mom and dad's grass and grandma's grass for the last 5 or 7 years. Go ask Miss Joanne across the street. You see her grass is high, ask her if you can mow her lawn. You see Mr. Charles has been struggling for the last couple of months with taking in his groceries into the house. You never know, going across the street and offering a hand may turn into a potential job opportunity for this teen. Not only is this teen helping someone, but now this person has seen their work ethic and want to invite them to come to the grocery store with them so that they can be their personal shopper.
Yes,
you know what I mean? So it's so many different ways that we can connect with the youth on workforce services. But to answer your question, yes, I would definitely still be able to provide the youth with the package, whether we go through Nimox Business Career Solutions or Chico's House Youth Development Center.
And I really think we should encourage them because shamefully, my 6-year-old is a bit of a gamer, and he watches Ryan on YouTube, Jelly on YouTube. Now Ryan opens toys, plays with them. Jelly is more of a video gamer, but I will notice at times my son will be like, "Hey guys, so this is how you want to move through the game," and I'm just like, "So you can blog? You can really blog, huh?"
There we go.
That's
serious.
YouTube channel, and hopefully we'll get it monetized. But yeah, I think it's so important, especially during this time. I think it's another way to be social for the kids. That's really what we were talking about at the beginning. what are ways to bring the kids together, just so they can have some sort of social recreational experience until they can get back in school,
Yeah.
and then they'll have art, gym, all the recess, but until then, like, how can we support them? I mean, I feel like we're so focused on our self-care, but like right during this time that we've never lived through, like, I think our children are feeling a lot of what we are going through as well. And it's like, how do we
Exactly.
support each other through this?
Yeah. And my son is like that too. And it was actually his idea. He said he wants to create a blog. And I'm like, listen, there's no better time than elementary school and middle school and stuff, because you will never know as many people as you know in school. Like, you never in life will you ever know 500 kids, you know? So I'm like, there go your
Right.
followers right there. You got it all, already set up when you do that. And then with the blog and stuff, I mean, all he wants to do is play with the toys and stuff, but you play with the toys anyway. So, I'm like, go ahead and get it done. Like, now, if you really want to do it, you watch a YouTube anyway. Watch
Right.
YouTube on how to YouTube,
Right.
but if I had some support for him, like, that would definitely be helpful, because I can't, well, I don't know nothing about it. I'm trying to figure out mine, I don't know nothing about it, but if we could both figure it out together, like, that would be so great. And then we could both be our own business people. And you know what I'm saying? That would take us to whole new levels. Like, I know he only 10, but you know,
Hey.
you can start at any age, because this is a little
Any
6-year-old on
age.
there.
Ryan is a multi-millionaire.
Yeah. And that one little boy, oh my goodness, he's so cute. The kid president. Have you seen those?
I don't know if I saw that one. I'm not
I can't think of his
sure.
name. Let me hold on, I'm gonna ask him because I
What's
forgot.
this one? And
Sorry
Boo
about that,
Boo
guys.
Baby. Oh, you're okay.
Okay. Phone overheated.
These kids are making money on YouTube, though.
Yeah,
There
that
we
kid
go. Oh
president
yeah.
making big money on YouTube. So, but that's why I told my son, I'm like, if you want to get, like, we can probably easier get him into like modeling or something, so he could get his seed money for the
Hmm.
to start the YouTube, because it's not cheap. They have to
No.
spend money.
Right.
Yeah.
You need
So
a good computer.
Gotta
You
get
need a good
equipment.
camera. Like, all the
yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm
lighting,
trying to say.
Equipment.
All of it's
everything's
gonna be
important.
yours.
Hmm.
Yeah, I feel like even people in general, not just kids, but people in general value stuff more when they had to work for it. You know what I'm saying? When they
Yes.
had to do their thing to get it. Like, and it makes a sense of pride and builds self-esteem and stuff to know that you can do it by yourself. So I don't want to just
Agree.
hand him the money like, here you go do this. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? I want him to earn it himself. I'm like, you could do modeling, you could do like whatever to get the money together, and then you could, what I'm saying, branch off and do that. And then also with modeling and stuff, people see your face already. So,
Mhm.
what I'm saying? I'm like, and then you get to learn how to talk to people and how to, articulate what you're trying to say and stuff. So it's a lot that goes into it. I'm like, and so those things could go hand in hand. I'm like, you just let me know and we could go there.
Mhm. I got another suggestion to go along with that. He can definitely start taking advantage of opportunities in the community to network with professional organizations who may need a youth. For example, I'll use myself. I have a event coming up in 2 weeks. I'm going to be tabling at the event, and fortunately, I did make contact with some more youth in the community. So I have building rapport with a lot of the kids in my neighborhood. So I have youth now. But initially, when the idea was presented to me to table, I wanted to have youth there with me. I wanted to make sure that I had a youth presence. And, having somebody like him would have been perfect to come along with me to participate. He could have stood in the gap for me. I could have shared a little bit of information about the business to him. And that could have been an opportunity for him to connect with professionals, start marketing who he is as a person, as a well-behaved youth. Um, and then not only could he have, been exposed to more professionals in the community, but he's gaining experience from me as well, working with a professional.
Right.
So he can see the different ways that we set up tables, or you have a tabling, a vending event, and how that could potentially impacts him in the future.
while he's there, make sure he's taking pictures for his portfolio, making sure that he's giving out his card or his contact information as well while he's connecting with people. So that's another suggestion I would definitely throw out there.
And we're gonna get these kids together.
Yes, we are, y'all.
And ourselves. I'm trying to do both at the same time if I can, because knock both birds out. Because I want him to be established, because I feel like a lot of times our youth, in particular minority youth, are discredited and kind of led astray, and they're just not given the same opportunities that their counterparts are given, and it's hard. And I really want to make sure that at least mine, if I can't help other people's children, I want to make sure at least mine has the opportunity to just do anything, just anything. And a lot of times they can't, because they have to take care of their siblings, or they have to quit school to go to work, and they have to do all of these things that doesn't nourish what they were actually trying to do. And then that carries over into adulthood, and that's where you get the crime and the the victimization and all of that stuff from. So I'm really like, with mine, at least, I want to do it for more than just mine, obviously, but for right now, mine, at least, I'm gonna make sure that this one, is taken care of, because I really wish that, for myself, even if I had the opportunities, like, man, I'd be crazy right now. Like, it would be so great. Because I had, back then, all that energy you had, all that, the ideas, stuff, like, oh, man. I really wish they would connect more with kids before they get to the, I don't feel like doing nothing, stage.
I get it. That's exactly why we target ages 11 through 17 with Chico's House, because we know that as soon as you get to middle school, that's when you really start, identifying, potential career tracks. And people say, how? When you're 11, you're not focused on that. Technically, exactly. At that age, you know what your desires and your likes are. You know what you really want to participate in. That's when you start getting involved in recreational activities, joining sports teams, different clubs. That's when you do that. You do that in middle school. And so because that's like the onset to, and right when you turn 12 legally, you're able to start doing certain babysitting jobs and doing certain jobs in the community. 11 is the perfect age to start with kids, to assisting them with creating their career or entrepreneurial path. I mean, you can start younger, obviously, even like with the 6-year-old with the blog. And I think that's amazing that we're exposing it to kids even younger than that. My daughter's 3. We do cooking with Tiana. My daughter has a cooking class on YouTube. We've been cooking with Tiana since she was 7 weeks, y'all. 7 weeks. And so we're not monetizing off of the YouTube just yet, but someday we may get to it. That's not a current goal of ours, but I'm sharing that to say, I totally agree with you on that comment, simply because a lot of kids right now are in need of these services. They're in need of some attention. They're in need of some direction. And one of our mottos at Chico's House is better busy than bored. Right. We really believe that the busier you are, the less likely you're going to involve in unhealthy behaviors, participate in risky behaviors, going out with your friends and doing this and that, or going somewhere and getting into some trouble. We have a space for you to come and enjoy yourself right here in the comfort of your neighborhood, either virtually or literally in your backyard.
I'm bored. And
you're bored?
told me, oh, you got time to lean, you got time to clean.
I
just start thinking it like, well, you got time to do this, that. Like, come on now. Like, let's flip at the onset. Like, let's inspire the youth to, just not want to become this Instagram influencer. Like, what are you influencing? Like, is it positive? Do you have a meaningful message? Like, let's turn them on to something maybe they've never seen, or maybe they thought they never could be,
there we go.
Beyond their community, beyond their household. It's so important.
Yeah, and that's why I feel like kids have the ideas and the motivation. They just don't always have a voice. And that's the biggest problem. They don't have the confidence sometimes to even voice it, but they be having the most amazing ideas, in the world. It's like, whoa, like I never would have thought of that because we're adults. You know, we don't think outside the box no more. We're in the box all day. That's what we say. In a box all day, you know, or the car, the office, everything. We stay in
Literally.
boxes.
I'm in the box right now.
I'm in the box too. I'm in my room in a box. You know, the kids, they outside the box. They in outer space. They in, you know, deep sea diving. They doing everything. So I'm like, well, I really want to, you know, tap into that, you know, because they have some ideas, and it's like, whoa, and these are millionaire ideas, you know.
Absolutely.
Do you know how much money you could be? And that's where the research and labor market information for the youth comes into huge play, because once they start seeing the dollar amounts, and you don't have to go to college for some of these fields or some of these business ideas, they're like, whoa, when can I start? Now. You have transferable skills. You have a resume right now based off of everything you've been doing at home with mom and dad, or even in school, or whatever recreational activities you attended in the community. You have transferable skills. So that's exciting. I'm excited to hear that. We're going to get these babies together, y'all.
Yes, exactly.
Gonna get families together. We're gonna create
There
some
we go.
legacies out here,
Yes,
right?
some generational wealth.
Yes.
Well, there we go. That's the goal.
Yes.
That's
And
definitely the goal.
Like a lot of times with us, you know, I mean, I was raised by my grandmother, and it's like, oh no, we praise the Lord and we thank Him for what we have, and it's like, no, like abundance is it's okay. It is wealth, it is health, it is happiness, it is showing like we are not in lack. I mean, I think we should thrive and like grow and like go for it, get it all. That's my message. Get it all. And there's nothing wrong with it at all.
Exactly. Because what's crazy, it's so much out there. It's so much out there. I mean, you could literally almost do anything and make money off of it if you market it to the right people and if you're doing it the right way. That's why I'm like, I can't just be sitting around here.
I need some extra I need a side hustle. Something.
Exactly. I'm a side hustle queen. I got 9 jobs.
Come on now.
By any means.
Man, but let's turn one of them into a business.
Yes. That's what I'm on now, because I was just telling Bridget, for the company I work for, it's just me and one other lady that does our job, and we made this company $18 million last year.
Wow.
We made them $18 million last year. And I'm like, you know, I can do $18 million? Like, listen, I need to start doing that for me. I got greatness in me. I need to start putting it back into me instead of putting it into these corporations and stuff like that. And this is my job is a Fortune 100 company. Like, I'm trying to be a Fortune 100 company too. I'm trying to be higher than they are, you know?
And thank you for even explaining that to me, or that part of your journey with me, because that's literally how my business got started. I literally just got fed up with, I'm just going to be transparent, being underpaid for the skills and abilities that I'm rendering to these companies on that scale, and I'm helping them, like you just mentioned, bring in $180,000 or $100 million, you know, revenue into this business. I can be bringing that in for my own individual business and putting it in many different communities. I'm saying that in a sense to say it's going where it needs to go versus just continuously into the pockets of the CEOs or the presidents and the owners of the company. So that's why I make the leap, simply to make sure that I had a track, I had a plan, I had a vision, I fasted, I prayed, I really sought to really identify what the purpose was behind the business, so that, I can, you know, capitalize, but not capitalize so that it's making my pockets fat. Y'all heard me mention my youth development center. That is my ultimate goal. That is my ultimate goal, is to launch and have a huge, you know, multiple setups in different states. That is my ultimate goal. So I took the leap to say, hey, you know what, 9 to 5, I love the work that I'm doing. I want to turn it into a business so that I can excel, because this amount of money that I'm getting paid per the hour is not going to help me get to my ultimate goal, because I can barely save with my 9-to-5 money.
Mm-hmm.
When you go into your business, you know, yes, it might be a slow start, or yes, you got to get your clients, and yes, there's process that comes along with it. But again, that time, that energy, that effort that you're putting into your 9-to-5, you can be doing that same thing to develop your business. You can be doing that same thing to get yourself and your family and your lineage to a Fortune 100 status, or even better, higher, like we just talked about.
Listen,
you know, so thank you.
Because I didn't even know it was nothing higher than a Fortune 500. It was like, oh
You
no,
know,
it's a Fortune 100 company. I said, what? I thought it was all one list.
So go do some research on that now.
Right, like, hold on, wait a minute. I didn't know that. You know, and I'm like, I can be a part of that. I can definitely be a part of that. I'm with it all.
I love it.
It's a good dialect.
Yes, and I hope the ladies will catch it on the playback. Lots of gems drop, and definitely can reach out to me if you need the information to the Nimox Business and Career Solutions Center. And then, Brianna, can you send me some information on Chico's house, or we can connect? Okay, we'll connect after this. Definitely.
I got you.
Any last words, ladies?
Last words. Thank you guys again so much for having me. If anybody would be interested in learning a little bit more about the business, or just even scheduling a consultation, they're more than welcome to go on to www.nimoxbusinesscareersolutions.com, or they can give me a call at 262-551-1.
I'm going to drop that in the chat right now. Hopefully people, I don't know if you can see the chat, if you have access to the chat, but the information is right there.
Yeah, I can see.
Or you can reach out to me. Okay.
The Nimox Business Career Solutions.com.
Her site
And she said the phone number 262-551. Did you hear the rest of it?
Let me see. I will look on the website. See if we can get contact information. Yep. Let me drop it. I think she froze, but thank you, Beauty. It has been amazing.
Right.
I will drop it in there. There we go.
There you go. 1467.
All right, Melissa, you got what you need. If you need anything else, feel free to reach out to me by email or text.
Okay, I will. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a safe and healthy weekend.
You as well.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.